Audio check 1 2 3 3 2 1. Be sure to hit that like button and share with your friends and family. Let us know where you're joining in from too. We'll be live in 45 seconds. See you shortly. Hey guys, AJ Town here, live with the T-Storm Chasers, ready to start breaking down this monster storm system that we're going to be watching coming through the upper portions of Midwest. You can see how large this system is and how much it really affects. Again, be sure to hit that like button, share with your friends and family. Let's get started, and we will jump into this. Now, this is a major winter storm system that we are looking at, where some areas is going to receive a foot plus of snow. That going into, also we are looking at wind speeds upwards to 50 plus miles per hour with this as well. So we're going to have blizzard-like conditions. We're going to have heavy snow systems. Would not surprise us to see some thunder snow with this and some thunder or some snow lightning with this as well. This is going to be a major winter storm system. Good news is, though, we're not seeing another system for the rest of the next 10 days after this one passes through. We are watching another one that's going to bring us a chance of rain with that, but otherwise we are looking at no more snow, so that is a good sign as well with that. Let's go ahead and jump into this and look at it at a nationwide standpoint, as we do start to see that little bit of a clipper system does push through today, and then that brings us a little bit of a break. You can see that, let me get there. See that little bit of a break right through there. As we do get that little bit of a break, that will give us some refreshment as far as being able to get out and shovel the little bit that has fallen. Again, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to share with your friends and family. Also, be sure to join us on YouTube as well, because we do have our YouTube channel too. Anyways, and we are going to jump into this as well, as we do continue to put the model into motion here. We do see Wednesday morning / Tuesday night, we do see a little bit of a system pushing through, basically right along the I-29 corridor. Then as we go through the day on Wednesday, we do see that system starting to stick around. And then as we do look at Thursday, Wednesday into Thursday, basically the brunt of the system is going to be moved through 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. is when we are going to see the heaviest of this system. Now, as we put the map into motion here, we're looking at midnight Wednesday night. We do see that there is that heavier band of snow for a good portion of the Dakotas into Minnesota as we go into your commute on Thursday. Now, be prepared, because on your commute for Thursday is when we really expect to see things ramped up and bringing us the greatest chance. Then that does move out of the area by about your lunchtime. And for your commute home, we expect to see that out of the area as well. As we go through the rest of the week there, we aren't watching much of another system. Monday, we start to watch another system here. But this is more of a rain system. We're not seeing that as a snow system, which is a good indication there. We do see that chance of severe weather by the Des Moines between Omaha and Kansas City area there, up to Des Moines, that we are going to see that chance of some severe weather pushing through on Monday. So something we're going to have to watch closely with that. We do have that low pressure system that pushes out, bringing the eastern portions of the country into another winter storm system coming through there. We do see another low pressure system stick around through the central portions of the United States, not bringing us another snowstorm system, so that is a plus there. We do see just a little bit of a clipper system pushing through on Wednesday. I'm not expecting a substantial amount of snow with this one. We're maybe looking at a dusting to less than an inch of snow with that one. Then as we go into the rest of the week there, we aren't watching for another system. We do see this one out west. However, we don't expect to see that continue to progress eastward and bring us the next chance. Let's look at a closer look at this system as we start to bring this into play here. We'll jump here at 00 Zulu, which is going to be your commute home, so about that 6 p.m. time frame for tonight. As we take a look at that, we do see that that system that we are getting now is pushing off to the east and to the north, and that is going to bring our snow chances down. Then as we go into the next 6 Zulu hours there, so we're looking at about midnight there, we do see a little bit of snow showers that will continue to progress through the area on Wednesday and in Wednesday morning and into Wednesday day. We do expect a brief release of that snow where we don't expect to see any snow. Then again at Wednesday about that 6 p.m. time frame is when we really start to see things start to ramp back up, where we do have that heavier snow band that is pushing through, come into the midnight hour, and then as we come into that 6 a.m. hour, so the next 6 hours, we are looking there. Sioux Falls area is where we're going to see the brunt of this system. Good news is that 18 Zulu then is already pushing out of the area, so that's your lunchtime there. But we are going to see snowfall rates of 1 to 2 up to 3 inches per hour as this system progresses through the area. Again, then as we go through the rest of the weekend there, we're not expecting anything more for the moisture field. Then again, we start to watch this area come Monday. You can see right through here, this yellow, which is going to be an indication of that stronger to severe weather probability by the Des Moines, Omaha, and Kansas City area there is what we are watching into the Missouri area. Then as we continue to progress through the rest of the week there, we're not watching another system until that Wednesday, where we're not seeing enough of an indication to be concerned with this next system. We are looking at maybe just a trace to an inch of snow. This is 210 hours out, so we do expect to see things change. Speaking of change, we have had change since our last broadcast. A winter storm warning is in effect for areas in purple there. A blizzard warning is in effect for the areas there in brown, which does include the Sioux Falls area. That goes into effect tomorrow at noon tomorrow. Then as we do see further north there, up by the Fargo area, we are looking at the winter storm watch, and further into Wisconsin there and northeastern Iowa is under a winter storm watch. We do see areas in green there that is under a winter weather advisory, so they're going to see the remnants of this as well. Then as we come into, let's take a quick jump back here. And let's look at snow totals. As we come into through the day here, Tuesday into Wednesday, we're looking at right around that 2 to 4 inch mark coming into Wednesday. Then as we go through the day on Thursday or Wednesday, we do see some indication of some stronger snow that's going to be pushing through. Then as you get up in the morning, be prepared to have to shovel, where we're going to see that between 10 to 13 inches of snow for the Sioux Falls area. Areas to the west is going to see substantially more. Areas to the north is going to see upwards to almost 2 feet of snow is going to be possible right around the I-29 corridor, Brookings area, and a little further to the north and to the east of that as well. You can see there, Highway 14 corridor is going to be where we see the most substantial snow totals with this. However, I-90, we are seeing a foot plus of snow much across the region of the Dakotas and into the Minnesota and even into Wisconsin area there, where we are looking at that foot plus of snow, between 10 to 12 inches of snow with that as well. So as we look at that 10 to 12 inches, the downfall of this as well, let me get over to this one, is going to be this. We are looking at winds that are going to be increasing through the day on Wednesday, and then coming into Thursday is where we are going to see wind speeds anywhere to between 40 to 50 miles an hour there in that area in red. That is why we have that blizzard warning that is in effect. Here's the thing, guys. Prepare now for the interstates to be closed. I will tell you that. I'm not guaranteeing you that, but I would say about 90% chance of seeing the interstates closed, I-90 and I-29, as the system does come through. So that is one thing that you're going to need to be ready for, is going to be, we do expect school closures, multiple school closures, if not the whole entire state of schools being closed. We will see, we do expect work closures. Those of you that have to work, thank you guys. Those of you that absolutely have to work, such as the first responders, the nurses, etc., thank you guys. For those of you that have to unfortunately go out in this, but we are concerned with these winds that are going to be pushing through. Other concern that we have with this as well, now this is not going to directly impact the Sioux Falls area, but as you can see right through Des Moines, basically I-80 corridor, we are looking at a severe chance of seeing some icing conditions with this as it comes through. Basically, it's going to be north of that I-80. I-35 corridor is what we are looking at, those icing conditions, and into Michigan area and Ohio area there. As we go through that, you can see that probability does increase as the system progresses its way eastward. So we are looking, again, at a substantial amount of snow. We are in the South Dakota region, Minnesota region. Iowa is going to be dealing with an icing condition, so we do expect I-80 also to be closed in that neck of the woods too. So definitely be prepared for things to have a closures, and be prepared to not be able to go anywhere for Thursday, and come into Friday morning is going to be questionable. So again, we are going to be looking at that as we get into, let's get into our, give me just 1 second to pull this back up. So we're going to look at our quick little GFS model run here, kind of see what the GFS is suggesting for snow totals and probabilities on that. That is loading, so as that does load, let's take a quick look at our HRRR model run for snow totals. Now, I have this feeling there that 6.8 inches for the Sioux Falls area is downplayed. I really think that the system is going to really impact that, and we're going to see that actually a lot higher of a snow total than what that HRRR model is suggesting. Right now, Brookings 11.6, Watertown 17.5, Mitchell 12.3. You can see a lot of snow is going to impact much of the region with this as well. So we are looking at a substantial snow system that is going to really impact the region and bring us that. Those of you that want to, my next screen's not loading. Yep, my next screen is not loading. I do certainly apologize here. Joys of doing a live shot, right? All right, we're going to refresh this here. See if I can get this back up. As that is coming up, my GFS model has loaded, so we can dump into this here real quick. Now, we're going to start things about that 06 Zulu, so about midnight is what we are looking at there. Sioux Falls area is right here, those of you that are wondering. And we do start to see, according to the GFS model there, that the snow is sticking around after the midnight time frame on Tuesday into Wednesday. And then we do watch it come out of the Rockies and Wyoming area there and bring us that next chance of seeing a substantial snow totals with that. And then again, the nice thing is with the GFS, the European, the NOM, they're all in agreement that we are looking at seeing this snow system moved out of here by lunchtime on Thursday. Get everybody to start cleaning up with that. Let's take a quick look at your snow totals via the GFS. All right, as that does load, we'll jump back over here. We did have that, again, that little bit of a clipper system that did push through the area, bring us some snow. You can see that that is, again, still moving through much of the area where we did receive, according to the National Weather Service, just a little over between a quarter to a half inch, I believe, is the last that I saw with that. We did not receive a substantial amount of snow with this. We do see some mixed precipitation down along the Nebraska-South Dakota border, so definitely something we're going to have to watch closely. This system is all progressing that way. As we do put that map into motion, we'll certainly show you here. This is moving in a northeasterly direction. We do have this that will come in and kind of impact the Sioux Falls area. You can see that is moving in a northeasterly direction. So we're going to put it at a small chance of seeing some more snow yet tonight. About your commute home is what we expect to see with that. My GFS has still not loaded, and I certainly do apologize. Let's take a quick breakdown of the National Weather Service and what they are projecting. So they are 0 to 1 inch for the Sioux Falls area for today. As we go into the next one here, we are looking at, now this is Wednesday into Thursday, 9 to 14 inches is what they are predicting. Quite a bit of difference there on that one. We're right around that 12 to 13 inches. We're going to put it right around that 11 to 13 inches is what we are looking at according to my prediction. So we'll see. You can see timing here as well. They put right about that 3 p.m. on Wednesday, 100% chance. And then coming in through the day on Thursday morning, they're tapering off by, again, about your lunch hours when we expect to see a lot of this moved out according to the National Weather Service. I am saying between that 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. is when we are going to have that greatest threat. As we take a quick look at your wind chill values here, we are looking at very cold wind chills are going to be progressing through the area where we could see wind chill values in the negative double digits, negative 20s, and almost into the negative 30s for much of the area. Real quick, we want to take a quick look at their latest graphical map here according to the National Weather Service. You can see that the heaviest snow is going to become, again, through the overnight hours on Wednesday into Thursday is what we are looking at with that. Now, as we switch back to our GFS model, you can see they're still sticking. Nope, I'm wrong on that one. Let's switch to that one. They are saying about that 9.7 inches. So this is why the National Weather Service said that 9 to 14, because the European model is on the higher side and the GFS is on the lower side. So they're going to put it right in between that range. let's switch over to our WSV3 software here. All right, there we go. Real quick, we want to mention as we go through the day on Wednesday, not only are we looking at seeing that substantial snow system push through the area, we do have the chance of seeing some of the severe weather, again, down in the from Illinois down to Missouri, through Kansas, Oklahoma, and upper portions of Arkansas. There is what we are seeing, that probability, and even southeastern portions of Kansas is what we are seeing, the probability of seeing some severe weather with that as well. So something we're going to have to keep a close eye on. Let's go back home. Let's go up here. Give me just a quick second to get this loaded. All right, as that does load here, let's jump back over to your precipitation outlook for much of the country. You do see that they are leaning towards the above average for this time of year. Now, this is a map that is put out by the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma. This is not our map. You can see the first part of March. We are leaning towards the above average for precipitation for this time of year. As we do look at temperatures as well, we are looking at that near normal. Further south you go, a little further south you go, you're looking at leaning above normal for this time of year with that as well. Real quick, let's jump into your road reports. Actually, I'm going to lie on that, and we're going to jump into something else here. Oh, there we go. It did load. So, as you can see here, much around the Sioux Falls area, streets are going to be that road-covered snow, and they are slick in some areas. As we look at South Dakota 511, let's pull that up here real quick. That's not loading for me, so... Oh, there we go. As we take a quick look at South Dakota 511, if you're heading north of the Sioux Falls area, you're going to be looking at that scattered ice and slippery corridor, basically north of the Sioux Falls area along that I-29 corridor. As you get up further north there by the Watertown area, further north of that Watertown area, you're going to be looked at that frost ice-covered snow for that area there between Siston and Watertown. We do see much of, again, out westward. If you're heading west on I-90, you're going to be at that scattered ice and slippery. We do see some scattered snow and slush for the road reports as well. That's going to be that area that is in the black and white as well. Let's jump over to our WSV3 now. As we put this map into motion, we do see that system does progress its way out of the area. Then again, overnight, we do see another little clipper system that's progressing through the area. We do have a little bit of a break that progresses on Wednesday morning there for the Sioux Falls area. Then we do start to see it really start to ramp up here about that 10:30 time frame on Wednesday morning. We do have that probability of seeing some of the ice accumulation, mixed precipitation, further south of the Sioux Falls area, that in Union County, Clay County, Lincoln County, Turner County, and Yankton County area there. You can see that right there. As we take that look, let's zoom in just a little bit here. You can see that mixed precipitation just south of the Sioux Falls. Bad news is, though, we do see that heavier band as well progressing. Now, this is about that 12:30 time frame. We do see that sticking around, moving through the Sioux City area as well. So as we progress then through the day there, about your commute home, we do expect to see a break in the snow, which will allow crews to get out and hopefully get some streets taken care of. And then as we start to come into the overnight hours is when we expect the next heavy snow system to progress through the area. Again, the HRRR is moving it out a little sooner than what we think will really happen. It's going to progress. I do think that it's going to stick around until your lunchtime on Thursday. So be prepared for a couple days without being able to go anywhere. Be prepared for school closures. Be prepared for daycare closures, work closures, etc., etc. This is going to be a very powerful winter storm system that is moving through the upper portions of the Midwest. As we do see, again, switching back to our latest radar, we do have that system for today progressing through the area as well. You can see that. Let me get that arrow out of there. You can see that we do have some of that snow progressing through the area, which has caused some road conditions to deteriorate as well. So, as I did mention before, and I will continue to mention, be ready. The system is coming. Unfortunately, there is no ways around this. It is on its way. We are looking at, again, some substantial snow totals. If I switch back to that, you can see the snow totals there. I'll put that back up on the screen. And again, I want to thank those sponsors that are on that side of the screen. Galaxy Gaming, Maximum Promotions, Royal Tree Services, InReach Physical Therapy, Big Country Motors are just a couple of them that are helping us provide this service as well. Here's the latest time and information as far as when we are live. So those of you that join us later, the UPS store, I knew I forgot one. The UPS store of Sioux Falls as well. For all your printing and shipping needs, be sure to check out the UPS store. But anyways, here is a look at that map total. Let's zoom back in here. As we do zoom in there, you can see, again, between that 11 to 14 inches what the European model is saying. So definitely going to be a big and powerful winter storm. As things start to ramp up, we'll start to ramp up and bring you the latest information. Thanks, guys, for joining us. This has been AJ Town Live with the T-Storm Chasers, bringing you the latest weather information as this winter storm starts to knock on our door. Thanks, guys.